Welcome to Agenda Edina, a news program summarizing the actions taken at City Hall that affect you most. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty. Your recommendations are wanted on a proposed restoration plan for Arden Park. The city and Minnehaha Creek Watershed District are working together to improve the creek, habitat, and fishing in Arden Park. A draft plan suggests a balance of enhancements to the park that improve fish passage, wildlife habitat, and water quality while retaining the park's natural character. Proposed project elements include replacing the 4-foot dam with rock rapids upstream and re-meandering the creek to improve habitat, clean up the water, and provide more access for fishing and other recreation.
You know, the message has been from the community very consistent. The rustic natural character, the creek, the wildlife, the natural resources, some facility upgrades are desired, and those all really intersect with our natural resource goals of the park.
The possible removal of the dam installed sometime before 1938 is a point of contention in the proposal. The Watershed District has found from an ecological view the dam has altered the function and value of the creek system by removing a mile of habitat for spawning and forage for fish below. It has slowed flow, making the water warmer, increasing algae growth and accumulation of decaying vegetation that uses oxygen and creates an unhealthy environment for fish or the in-stream insects that fish eat. Those opposed to the dam removal cite the recreational benefits the structure creates. A public hearing on the matter will be held by the City Council Wednesday, September 6th. The Council is expected to take action at the following meeting, Tuesday, September 19th. The Lake Cornelia neighborhood is the latest neighborhood to be officially recognized by the City of Edina. The city now has 8 recognized neighborhoods, including the Arden Park, Chowan Park, Creek Knoll, Concord, Lake Cornelia, Morningside, Pamela Park, and Strachauer Park neighborhoods.
I was delighted, number one, to get all the help we did from the City of Edina, to have a coordinator who is there and responsive if I have questions.
To become a city-recognized neighborhood association, neighborhoods must establish an organized team of interested and involved community members, notify city staff that they are interested in becoming recognized, host a neighborhood-wide meeting, and submit an application to the city.
The positive impact also is for the community and for their neighborhood. It doesn't just benefit the city. There's different social events that they do so they get to know each other better. And communities are just better when you know who's around you and they're safer.
Recognized neighborhoods often are more involved in the early stages of projects and initiatives and have more opportunities to communicate with the city. For instance, the city communicates with city-recognized neighborhoods when significant neighborhood projects are being discussed or proposed. Public hearings are held about issues that could impact a neighborhood. Developers often request neighborhood meetings for the purpose of reviewing a sketch plan, and the city often reaches out to neighborhood groups for resident input. For some, seeking renewable energy is about lowering our carbon footprint and minimizing our impact on climate change. For others, it's about supporting innovation. Whatever the reason, the city has committed to supporting residents in finding renewable energy alternatives by supporting Xcel Energy's Windsource Program. Edina TV's Chris Laskowski has more on this initiative.
Residents and businesses in Edina consume a lot of energy each day, and now there's something everyone can do to help reduce carbon emissions by using wind power.
Windsource is a customer choice program that allows residents and businesses to enroll for basically renewable energy and have renewable energy credits, RECs, retired on their behalf.
Energy consumption is a top carbon emitter, and while this program does not lower the cost of a resident's electric bill, signing up for the Windsource program has many environmental benefits, something that Mayor Jim Hovland is very supportive of.
As people can well imagine, we're a successful, prosperous town and we use a lot of energy. And with respect to the energy consumption from an electrical standpoint, I'd say 90% of it is a combination of commercial and residential. And so the city has a goal of trying to reduce its greenhouse gas emissions by 7.5% over the next 18-month period.
So it's the easiest way for customers to have carbon-free energy delivered to their house to help emissions long-term. It's great for Xcel Energy when we hear people keep asking for it and saying, yeah, we're willing to pay an extra $3 a month. That's not a big deal to us.
The City Council is in support of the Windsource program as a part of a larger goal for Edina.
If we meet our energy reduction goals of reducing our carbon footprint, our greenhouse gas production in our town by 30% by 2025, we will have reduced our consumption by close to 8 million kilowatt hours of electrical power that's sourced now by carbon sources, and we'll have reduced our metric ton usage by about 6,000 metric tons of CO2 that we'll keep out of the atmosphere, out of the air that we breathe.
And Mayor Hovland hopes that residents will take the time to consider signing up.
When you're busy with your life and you get that electrical bill every month, if you take the time to just look at that and see that Windsource possibility there, I think we'd all feel so good about our town and each other if we all work together to try to get more clean energy being used in Edina and become one of the leaders in the state and the country in going to clean energy sources to run our homes, our businesses, and our city itself.
For Edina TV, I'm Chris Laskowski.
Currently, only 4% of Edina households and businesses use Windsource. The city's goal is to add an additional 675 new subscribers to the program. Thanks for watching this episode of Agenda Edina. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty.